Yo, what's up, everybody? I was gonna say welcome back, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, today's video, it's been a week, it's been a little while. I had to take a mental break last week. I just had so much going on. I was out of town at one point. It was so much, so I didn't have a video ready for you guys, but that's not gonna happen for a little while, right? I'm back on the grind, right? I'm doing my thing. Today's video is going to be my journey. A lot of people are new subscribers to me, and you guys don't really know who I am. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do this video so that you guys understand who I am, where I come from, and why I'm into fitness, okay? And how fitness has been a part of my life, pretty much all of my life. So without further ado, this is my journey. This is who I am. Me, Sean Gale. Let go! So let's start off. I was a tri-sport athlete leading up from the beginning of my life. I was a baby, just, as early as I can remember. I would say probably like 7 years old. My mother and father put me in karate, right? So I was a martial artist from 7 to about 15 years old. And then I played football in high school. And I did a little bit of small sports here and there. I used to go to the Boys and Girls Club, and I was always very active. A lot of people who do know me know I'm a big giant nerd, as you can see there. They know I'm a nerd, so I used to hang out with I don't call them nerds because, they're my people as well, but I used to hang out with the people who did watch anime and the people who did play video games and stuff like that because I did it as well. But I was always the most active out of those people. If you want to play dodgeball, run it. If you wanted to play football, run it. Baseball / wiffle ball, run it. I'm doing any of that, and I still had time to play my video games and watch anime and stuff like that. Martial arts, I played football in high school, and I also ran track in high school because I was very fast. I still am, still very fast. Yeah. I was always, my body was always, I would say my body was always in a calorie deficit because first of all, I didn't eat nothing but hamburgers and chicken nuggets when I was a kid. Very malnourished. But I was always very active. And so I guess that was the beginning of it all, right? So speaking of anime, my next point is that I really liked some anime characters had specific physiques, and I was always fascinated by it. I get it, they're cartoons. Are they attainable? They are, but it's actually very hard to do. But Goku from Dragon Ball Z. Need I say more? When he was on Planet Namek and he was getting hot, like in that picture right there. Listen, yeah, that shit was cold as hell. That was number one. I would say another physique that I really liked was in the Street Fighter video games, how like Ryu and Ken looked, like the way their body was, it just kind of catapulted it. I just wanted the physiques, you know what I'm saying? But also the philosophies that are in anime, like they all have resolve, they all have drive. Most of the main characters do not want to give up. They don't, giving up is not an option for them, right? Except for Yuji Itadori, because sometimes if it wasn't for Toto, now if you read the manga, spoiler alert, twice, coming to hype up my guy, you know what I'm saying? But just their ideals, like if you think about like Goku's ideals, like I know there's always somebody stronger, and if I want to continue to progress, I need to take that next challenge every single time. Once I conquer this one, all right, what's next? There's somebody stronger, I gotta beat him. Somebody stronger, I gotta beat him. You know what I'm saying? And that's a pretty good ideal to have at times. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes it'd be a little wild. He'd be getting people into so much trouble with that bullshit, but that's for another video. And then you've got your Narutos, right? Who, you know, there is a goal and a dream that they want to get to, and they're not going to stop until they get there, right? So a little bit similar to Goku's, but not. That's kind of what I have. Take YouTube for example. You know, I don't care how many times I have to take a hiatus from YouTube. I'm not stopping until they shut YouTube down. I'm not stopping, right? You know, that's gonna be my ninja way. Now let's fast forward to 2013, right? Real quick, I'm gonna jump back. So playing football in high school, we had to do weight training in the mornings and then after practice, right? And then there was optional ones too. And that was the one part of football, outside of the entire game of football, that was one of the best parts of high school football. So I loved the weight training portion. That was where I learned how to squat properly. That was where I learned how to, I actually started bench pressing and doing stuff like that. It kind of, I don't know, you know, some people have it, some people don't. It comes easier to some people. For me, being under those weights felt like I felt at home. As cringy as that sounds, I felt at home underneath those weights. So I adapted that. You know, once I left high school and I got my own gym membership at the LA Fitness. It was Lifestyle Family Fitness out in Tampa. And it started from there. I just went to the gym anytime I could. I did not want to skip the gym. So I went almost every single day. And I went with some of my best friends, and you know, we had our friendly competitions and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. And that kind of catapulted me into this career. So in 2013, I think it was 2013, I can't remember, I was young. I was approached by a man at one of the gyms that I went to. He just comes up and he's like, when are you gonna let me put you on stage? Now, mind you, I'm thinking Ronnie Coleman, Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, I'm thinking bodybuilder. And I'm like, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. I ain't ready for the steroids. I ain't ready for none of that. And he was like, no. There's a new category. It's called men's physique. Basically, you're gonna be wearing swim trunks, and you're gonna be altering your body, but you know, it's more pretty boy stuff. That's what he said. And I'm not gonna say he got me on that, but you know, the rest is history, right? So I signed up with him, and we had I did prep with him, and it was interesting. It was interesting, but I really enjoyed that prep, and that really opened my eyes to wanting to become a personal trainer, right? Because at the time, I had my best friend with me. His name's Taylor. If you're watching this, shout out. He was my best friend at the time, and I actually kind of took the information that I learned from Coach and I gave it to him. The meal plan and the nutrition portion I gave to him, and really kind of was able to, you know, see how taking the right information and applying it can get you the results you want. So that was fun. And there were a couple other people. I don't want to name them for their privacy, but you know, my boy had to shout you out. But I did that with, and they got results and they really liked it. So that's the first time I really realized that I wanted to be a personal trainer. So after I competed, I didn't want to do the competition prep really too much anymore. I figured I had a lot of muscle to gain, and I wanted to go on my own and do it. But so I really got obsessed with like PRs and strength training, almost like a powerlifting type deal. And I got obsessed with that, and I was doing that for a little while, and I got real strong, and I got big too. I got strong for my, you know, what's it called, like my PRs. I know it's some of y'all out there that are way stronger. But during that time, you know, I had a 305 pound bench press. I had a 365 squat. Mind you, I'm like 23, 24, something like that. 365 pound squat, and at the time, I had a 315 deadlift. It wasn't nothing crazy, right? But at the time, I was really enjoying myself with those PRs. And that added more fuel to the fire with fitness, more fuel to the fire. And then I got around some really cool people. I started talking to people who were personal trainers, people who were big into the fitness industry. You know, I started talking to them and learning from them, and it kind of just opens your mind to like when you think you know something, right? Until you meet somebody who is a coach, like my coach and like the people that I know, and it just opens that world up so much more. And if you're somebody who's interested even a little bit, you become a sponge and you start taking information in, and you start, really diving deep into this world. It's a whole world out there. Like a lot of you, if you're young and you're watching my channel and you're just now starting fitness, listen, you have not even scratched the surface yet. It is so much that you need to learn. If this is something you want to do, if you want to go this way, whether you want to be a trainer, a fitness influencer, whatever, there's so much that you're going to want to learn. And it's a lot of fun, I promise you. And then I think the last tip, and then obviously I started working for the company that I work for now as a personal trainer in 2020, like right when they let us out of COVID. And once again, I met some pretty influential people, and I have my knowledge base now. I'm not the most knowledgeable person alive, but my knowledge base has grown from even when I first started this. Hell, even 2014, 15, my knowledge has grown. So, and I'm just ready to keep growing, keep learning, and hell, keep at this until I can't do it no more. I know I said that in a few other videos, but I'm gonna keep doing this until I cannot do it anymore physically. I can't. If I'm stuck in a wheelchair, bedridden, I don't know. I'm lifting weights, I'm working out, I'm bettering myself, you know what I mean? And so another thing is that this is better for my mental health. I find that when I don't go to the gym very often, I have more spirals of anxiety. I have, I'm tired. I've got a lot of mental fatigue. This here is definitely something I'm gonna have to use for my mental health moving forward. I mean, I've been doing it for the last 10 years, but I now know the importance of fitness and mental health. So if anybody's struggling out there and and fitness is not part of your life, I strongly advise incorporating it in some way into your life. Hell, you don't gotta be a bodybuilder. Hell, you don't gotta be a damn power lifter. Where did Stone Cold come from? I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. But you don't have to do any of that stuff. Nobody, like, we call them cardio bunnies, but you can go be one of any form of fitness and self-help works. Okay? CrossFit, do it. Hell, plyometrics and calisthenics, do it. Right? If you want to train like an athlete, do it. Whatever you have to do to help you, do it. I strongly advise it. Anyway, that's this video. I didn't want it to be too long. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, man. I'm back on the grind. So we're gonna get this motion back up. I really appreciate every single person that subscribes, likes my videos, and interacts. I really wish I could get back to all of y'all. I love y'all. We're going up. I'm trying to do my thing. I will see you guys on the next video, and always remember, I fuck with y'all the long way.